I'm Merely Caruso. It's Wednesday, August 20th. Today, adding it all up.
Not only are they seeing increases, we're having a hard time sourcing some products.
Why parents could be paying more for kids' school supplies this year. Also today, catching the buzz.
What I'm interested in is finding different ways to control mosquitoes without the use of pesticides.
How local researchers hope to take a bite out of Manitoba mosquito populations. Plus, flames in the exchange. Fire damages a longtime downtown Winnipeg restaurant. Good afternoon. Thanks for joining us. We begin with a warning about some potentially dangerous weather over Manitoba at this hour. CTV weather specialist Colleen Brady joins us now to tell us more. Colleen, what are you seeing right now?
Well, there's a disturbance developing out of Montana, Marilee, that is expected to produce storms tonight that could well become severe, enough so that Environment Canada has taken the step at this point of issuing a tornado watch for southeastern Saskatchewan and parts of southwestern Manitoba, including the Melita, Verdon, and Minnedosa regions. That does not mean there are tornadoes happening right now. What it does mean is that thunderstorms could develop anytime and over the next few hours that do have pretty high potential to produce tornadoes. So do keep your eyes on the skies. Also stay locked into us. We will be watching this very, very closely because not just these areas are under that watch right now. We have many other parts of the province under watches and warnings. I'll show you where coming up.
Thanks, Colleen. As back-to-school shopping hits full swing, a lot of parents are doing their own math and finding inflation and tariffs are adding up to bigger bills this year. Joining me now to explain is CTV's John Hendricks. John, what can families expect?
Marilee, despite inflation cooling somewhat in July, the prices of many goods are still on the rise. Many retailers are charging higher prices because of the ongoing trade war between Canada and the United States.
Not only are they seeing increases, we're having a hard time sourcing some products because many of the companies are refusing to deal with certain countries, so they're trying to source products different places.
Artist Emporium owner Janine Johnson says many of her suppliers have upped their prices due to tariffs. She says she's trying not to pass those hikes on to customers, but some supplies, like a sketchbook, is costing her business about 25% more than it did last year. Now that's hard for any business to swallow, and other organizations around Winnipeg are also seeing the effects.
I wouldn't be surprised that there are, as family budgets begin to become stretched further and further, that the need will become greater and greater, not just for school supplies, but for food. And this is where community organizations and churches and groups like us have an opportunity to come alongside and help meet those needs.
All Saints Anglican Church has been collecting school supplies to donate to students in the West Broadway neighborhood. Things like lunch kits, backpacks, and pencils. Father Rob Scheck says with families paying more for school supplies and everyday items, he expects the need will only grow.
So, John, what can parents do?
Well, Marilee, we found a few helpful tips that parents should keep in mind when out shopping. First, make a budget before you start and stick to it. Also, reuse and recycle old school supplies or clothes from older siblings. Or you can even swap and share with friends and neighbors. Plus, once you're done this year's shopping, might be a good idea to start saving for next year's shopping right away. CTV's Danton Unger is working on this story, and he'll have much more on CTV News at 6.
All right, looking forward to it. Thanks, John. We are getting our first look today at the cost of Manitoba's worst wildfire season in 3 decades. The Manitoba government has signed a $30 million contract with the Canadian Red Cross for evacuee support and other services. That's worth more than half the province's total annual budget for emergency services. Another recently disclosed contract shows the province signed a deal with Canadians for just over $673,000. Finance Minister Adrian Salas says it's too early to estimate a total cost, but an update is expected next month when the province releases its quarterly fiscal update. Meanwhile, Manitoba has sent water bombers to fight wildfires in Nova Scotia, where the largest wildfire is estimated to be 32 square kilometers. On social media, Premier Wab Kinew says the planes departed Tuesday. They join a fleet of aircraft and fire crews from at least 4 provinces and territories sent east this week. A spokesperson for the province says 2 water bomber groups will remain in Manitoba, each consisting of 2 bombers and 1 Bird Dog aircraft. There's also 1 spare bomber in reserve. They add at the moment the majority of the local response is being handled with ground crews and helicopters. A man was stabbed in what police call a random attack, and now police need your help to find the suspect. It happened Saturday night on Troy Avenue near Fife Street in the Minarski area. Police say a man in his 60s was walking on Troy when a group of teens started yelling at him and then confronted him. Police say the man was stabbed, pushed to the ground, and assaulted. The victim managed to call police. He was taken to hospital and is listed in stable condition. Police describe one of the suspects as a white male with facial hair. He was wearing a white hoodie and white pants. Police are asking anyone with information, including video surveillance, to contact the Major Crimes Unit or Crime Stoppers. Some important traffic information to share with you now. Some downtown streets are closing this weekend for the Canadian Elite Basketball League Championship celebration. Streets around Canada Life Centre are closing tomorrow morning. Hargrave, Carleton, and Edmonton streets will all be closed between Portage Avenue and St. Mary Avenue. 1 lane on those streets, though, will remain open for parking access. Graham Avenue will also be closed between Edmonton and Donald. The streets will open again Monday at noon. Air Canada flights are back in the air, but the backlog is far from over.
Haven't notified you yet. We do plan to operate your aircraft.
The airline is urging travelers to confirm their flights before heading to the airport. The Winnipeg Airports Authority website shows 4 Air Canada departing flights were canceled today. It could take 7 to 10 days before flights return to full capacity. The strike by flight attendants started Saturday and ended early yesterday morning, leaving more than 1,700 flights grounded. A fire has damaged a fixture of Winnipeg's Exchange District. This video was sent to us by a CTV News viewer. Fire crews were called to Johnny G's Pub and Restaurant on McDermott Avenue before 6 this morning. When they arrived, smoke and flames were seen coming from the building. Firefighters went inside and attacked the flames. No one was in the building at the time, and no one was hurt. Johnny G's opened in 1987 and is a popular late-night dining spot. The cause of the fire is under investigation. There are no current damage estimates. A Handi-transit van crashed this morning in St. Vital. It happened at the intersection of Dakota Street and Ward Avenue. The van ended up badly damaged on the boulevard after colliding with a tree. A traffic light standard was also knocked over. City crews were on scene repairing the damage. The Winnipeg Fire Paramedic Service says 1 person was taken to hospital in stable condition. We don't know if there were any passengers on the bus at the time. The van is operated by Blue Line Transit. CTV News is waiting for more details from Blue Line Transit. It's being called a big win for Métis-owned businesses here in Manitoba. Ottawa will now recognize the Manitoba Métis Federation's business directory for federal contracts. Under a federal directive, 5% of all contracts must be awarded to Indigenous businesses. Today's announcement means the more than 850 Red River Métis businesses listed in the directory will now be able to compete for those contracts.
So that opportunity is sitting there, and we're talking thousands of jobs in the future, thousands upon thousands, businesses evolving into a much better financial situation and being able to take care of themselves.
MMF President David Chartrand says that could extend to construction, oil and gas, natural resources, or defense contracts in the province's north. All right, let's bring back in CTV weather specialist Colleen Brady and get an update on some severe weather. What's the latest, Colleen?
Well, no difference with respect to the tornado watches, but once again, very important in case you missed it. We have southwestern Manitoba or parts of under a tornado watch right now. There's a disturbance coming out of Montana that's fueled by heat and humidity. That's all going to spill northward into Canada, specifically southeastern Saskatchewan and southwestern Manitoba. So at this point, Melita, Verdon, and Minnedosa regions under a tornado watch. That does not mean, again, again that there are tornadoes occurring right now, but there certainly is the possibility in these conditions that we could see tornadoes spawn yet tonight. Other areas like Dauphin under a severe thunderstorm watch, and until about 2 minutes ago, this area south of Grand Rapids was under a severe thunderstorm warning. This storm was severe, like I say, just a couple of minutes ago, so it still has the potential to become severe again. It's moving between Cocker Lake and Duck Bay, so do be careful out there. And that's not all, folks. We have a rainfall warning that's in effect for parts of northern Manitoba. Once again, an awful lot of rain heading toward places like Thompson and then west of Lynn Lake. These areas in purple, further south, Flin Flon, and to the east, Gillam and Shamattawa under a weather statement right now, likely to be upgraded to a warning as this rainfall is heading into your communities as well. More on all of this coming up, but let's take a look right now through the Bath Fitter Live Eye. Bath Fitter, your bath and shower experts for more than 40 years. In Winnipeg right now, 28 degrees, cloudy, humid, windy too. Winds from the south, the pressure's rising. The humidity is 56%. Out in traffic, a live look at Main Street. Traffic moving well there, but one stall in a bad spot to let you know about. Dunkirk at Fermor. That stall is in the northbound curb lane.
Fun fact, today is World Mosquito Day. We'll show you what some local researchers are doing to better control mosquito populations. That and more local news still ahead.
Have a news tip? When you see news happening, let CTV News Winnipeg know. Text your tips, pictures, and videos to 10400. That's 10400. Message and data rates may apply.
Canadian small business owners are being squeezed by the trade war. The Canadian Federation of Independent Business says 59% of the owners they polled are affected by steel and aluminum duties. It is not only raising costs, but also cutting revenue. About 1 in 5 small business owners says they won't last another 6 months without help. More of a mixed day on the market. A small dip for the Canadian dollar to 72.08. West Texas Intermediate is up, hitting 62.71. Western Canadian Select is down more than $1 to 48.44. And the TSX moved up 54 points today. Those are your business headlines. I'm Morella Fernandez.
The city is extending the spray pad season by an extra week. It means spray pads will remain open until the end of the day, Sunday, September 7th. Same with most outdoor pools. Some city wading pools are open until Friday, but 4 will remain open until the 1st of September. For a complete list, go to the city's website. Mosquitoes are not only a nuisance, they can spread disease like the dreaded West Nile virus. And some of the work to protect us from the pests is happening right here in Winnipeg.
What I'm interested in is finding different ways to control mosquitoes without the use of pesticides.
To do that, Professor Steve Wiard and his team at the University of Manitoba are researching 2 distinct methods. The first is growing sterile male mosquitoes in a lab and releasing them in order to disrupt mosquito breeding cycles. Wiard says that program is almost ready for field testing. The other is developing a new type of repellent.
What we know is that they have all of these little odorant receptors on their antennae, so their noses are their antennae, and they're smelling us that way. And what we would like to know is what odorants are they detecting from us, and how can we block that?
This season, populations are already quite low. The city's average daily trap count right now is sitting at 1. Meanwhile, provincial data shows the highest concentration of mosquitoes testing positive for West Nile virus are in the southern health region. The total number of human cases this year remains at 1, and that was connected to travel outside the country. Infectious diseases specialist Dr. Isaac Bogosh says most people who get infected don't show symptoms.
The vast majority of people that get this infection actually have no symptoms. About 75% of people don't have any symptoms. The majority of people who have symptoms will feel a little crummy for a few days. Fever, headache, muscle aches and pains, fatigue, but it gets better on its own.
Today is World Mosquito Day, which commemorates the discovery in 1897 that female mosquitoes transmit malaria to humans. Looking to get out of the city this weekend? You might want to try this Manitoba Summer Festival staple. Local entertainment news coming up next in the Spotlight.
Spotlight, sponsored by the Casinos of Winnipeg, presenting Led Zepp again, the premier tribute.
Colleen Brady is back now for Spotlight, and a classic children's fairy tale is coming to life on a stage in Winnipeg this fall.
That's right. It's a ballet version of Hansel and Gretel. The Royal New Zealand Ballet is bringing an imaginative staging of the Brothers Grimm classic to Centennial Concert Hall. The performance features an original jazz-infused score and sensational costumes and lighting. It also includes a Wizard of Oz style burst from black and white into dazzling color. Hansel and Gretel runs October 9th through 12th. For tickets, visit the Royal Winnipeg Ballet's website, rwb.org.
A Canadian country singer-songwriter is set to hit the road in the new year.
And he's making a stop right here in Winnipeg. Jade Eagleson will bring his hits to Club Region Event Center on January 31st. The CCMA Award winner and Juno nominee has a series of #1s, including Telluride, More Drinking Than Fishing, and She Don't Know. Tickets go on sale Friday through Ticketmaster.
The celebs at Winnipeg's Comic-Con just keep piling up.
Are they ever? The event is adding a pair of TV heroines to this year's guest lineup. McGowan, who took on Ghostface in the original Scream movie and also caused chaos in Quentin Tarantino's Grindhouse, will be making an appearance. She'll be joined by Australian actress Eliza Taylor, perhaps best known for her starring role in the post-apocalyptic thriller The 100. They're joining a fast-growing list of stars you can expect to see at this year's event, which runs October 24th to 26th at the RBC Convention Center.
Well, there are two August staples here in Manitoba: fresh sweet corn and delicious apples.
And they're heading out merrily for free this weekend out in Morden. The festival has been a summer tradition since 1967. It's one of Manitoba's largest street festivals with several hundred vendors and live entertainment on multiple stages. Enjoy free apples and apple juice, of course.
One of the more popular things is to stand in a really, really long line and wait for your free cob of corn, which I did for the first time only 2 years ago, believe it or not.
I've done it many times, Colleen.
Yes, it's well worth the wait.
It is worth the wait.
Well, up to 80,000 people are expected to visit Morden Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. Visit cornandapple.com for more information, including on that free stuff.
Yeah, it's always a good time.
Absolutely.
Thanks, Colleen.
You're welcome. Your primetime lineup starts at 7 with MasterChef, followed by Gordon Ramsay's Secret Service and Battle of the Generations and Match Game. Wrap up the night at 10, all right here on CTV. A live look out onto McPhillip Street. All is moving well there. And some great news, the Louise Bridge. After being closed since May 23rd for repairs, it's going to be opening ahead of schedule. It will be opening to traffic on Friday.
Women's clothing provided by RW & Company. Salon services provided by S&T Spa Salon. CTV Skywatch weather brought to you by South Beach Casino and Resort. Visit southbeachcasino.ca.
Southwestern Manitoba has already seen thunderstorms move through today. Brandon had thunderstorms this morning and another round this afternoon. Now, again, we're focusing on the southwest because this area here, Melita, Verdon, and into Minnedosa, those general regions all under a continued tornado watch. So once again, there are no tornadoes occurring at this point, but a pretty potent system moving out of Montana is both hot and humid. And there's certainly the potential for thunderstorms to develop tonight that have a high likelihood of producing tornadoes. So just be very careful if you are in those areas. But again, at this point, it is still a watch, but still to be taken seriously. Further north, places like Dauphin and Swan River under a severe thunderstorm watch associated with this same incoming system. Then here's a look at the radar right now. We still have those storms passing through the Interlake that were severe just a few minutes ago, and they could become severe once again. But zeroing in on this line of storms moving further south, just crossing to the north of Portage La Prairie, moving into places like St. St. Laurent and Woodlands. Is Winnipeg in the line of fire? Well, it does look like it. I'll get to that in just a moment, but we have to head north first because we have rainfall warnings in effect for places like Thompson and Flin Flon areas there. We do have 50 to 70 more millimeters of rain incoming starting tomorrow, lasting into Friday. These areas further to the east, Gillam and Shamattawa, and further to the west there in purple, under a special weather statement right now related to this same rainfall event. So you may well see warnings expanded into your regions. Here's how it all plays out on the Futurecast. Late tonight, maybe even overnight, we may well see showers or thunderstorms move into Winnipeg and the Red River Valley. And then incoming, that substantial rainfall for the north starts tomorrow morning, first in the northwest, but it will spread quickly throughout the course of the day across the north through those warned areas. Northwestern Ontario, you're going to see some rain make its way to you by tomorrow afternoon. And for tonight, though, showers or thunderstorms quite possible late tonight or overnight for the city. So we may be treated to a very early morning wake-up call. 19 degrees, our very warm overnight low, 26 tomorrow. Showers or thunderstorms likely. Some model disagreement on this, but in all likelihood, it looks more likely than not, put it this way, that we see thunderstorms tomorrow, especially in the morning. Increasing clouds Friday, 20 degrees. Mix of sun and clouds Saturday, Sunday, highs of 18 degrees, and then a little warmer and sunnier into next week. Our first weather photo was taken at around 6:15 this morning. This crew out for their walk out here in Winnipeg. That photo is from Martha. And this next one's beautiful, too. This is out at Clear Lake at Riding Mountain National Park. That photo is from Ray. Email us yours to winnipegweather@ctv.ca.
Thanks, Colleen. The best young archers from around the world have their sights set on the target here in Winnipeg.
So this is the biggest event on the World Archery calendar.
The qualification round at the World Archery Youth Championships is underway at Grant Park Soccer Field. The event is smaller than originally planned as some teams were unable to make it due to the Air Canada strike. In all, 480 athletes from 54 countries are taking part in a number of events.
It is often a springboard for Olympic athletes and for compound athletes moving forward in their career.
The semifinals and medal rounds will move to the Forks this weekend. Organizers are looking for more volunteers. You can sign up or purchase tickets through Way C25 website. Pretty cool.
It is. It's unfortunate some of those athletes couldn't make it, but
yeah,
what a great event for Winnipeg.
Yeah. Good luck to our local athletes competing. All right, that does it for us this hour, but don't go far. We'll be back at 6 with much more local news. Hope to see you then.